What's up, guys? Going live tonight. I have a little bit of time. Me and the wife are actually going to sit down and watch another scary movie tonight. In sense of it being time of Halloween, I just really wanted to go live and just hang out with you guys because I absolutely love hanging out with you guys. It's super fun because I don't have any like fish keeper friends essentially that are like obsessed like you guys are. So it's really cool. Tonight's topic is going to be the Parachromis genus and keeping them with tank mates. And I reached out to a couple of my followers. See if I can get this camera to work for me. I reached out to a couple people that have been messaging me, and I need some cool ideas to do some more battle series videos because these are becoming really popular and people love them. So I did reach out. Some people were saying, do the snake head, do more on the snake head, and that is to come. Shout out to Tino Aquatics. Yay, live stream. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, I just wanted to go live quick. I know Corey from Aquarium Co-op is going live here in a little bit. I don't want to go live while he's going live just because I'll probably be watching his live because I'm obsessed. But keeping Jaguar Cichlids and dovii are part of the Parachromis. Those are probably two of the most popular of the Parachromis that people keep. And keeping them with Oscar fish, that is the question. And I guess this is also a battle series video. So who is more tough, the Jaguar Cichlid versus the Oscar fish? Or we could also talk about the wolf cichlid. And I've done a lot of videos on the wolf cichlid / the dovii because I've been obsessed with them. I went down that wormhole. One of my close friends, Brian, one of my local actual friends that is a fish keeper, has a monster tank with a dovii, and I get asked probably twice a week, can I have tank mates with my dovii? And I give them a concrete answer and tell them no, but people like to reach out to me and say, hey, I'm keeping tank mates with my dovii, and I'm like, that's sketchy, man. It may work out right now, but once that dovii hits that mature adulthood, it's just gonna a switch is gonna go off and they're gonna go crazy. Let me pull up the chat here, see who's on. Okay, there's some people watching here. I want to give some shout outs. You guys really seem to like the shout outs, so that's cool. David F, what's up? Tino Aquatics, Fish Dad, hello people. Michigan Aquatics. Yeah, there's a lot of people on right now. I think it's because it's Saturday night, it's 8 o'clock. All of us fish keeper losers are doing fish keeper things essentially. So, Brian Sanger, hey man, thanks for the live show, love your channel. Bowfin versus a snakehead. I want to do some more, I want to do a Beischer. What I did before here is I got on the website tankterrors.com. It's a cool website devoted to predator fish, and they have a list of the top 10 predators in their opinion. And number 1 is the wolffish. Number 2 is the snakehead. I wanna pull this up actually because it's really cool. Number 2 is the snakehead, but the Beischer is an underrated predator. Like, those things are pretty nasty, to be completely honest. I'm trying to find the article here. Tank terrors, I think I searched freshwater aquarium predators. My Jag is doing good with my Oscar, but yeah, people will also ask me, do they do well together, the Jag and the Oscar fish? And I've kept them together successfully for years upon years, and they almost have the same personality, sort of say. How long does it take to grow a Jag? Mine is growing slowly. Yeah, I swear that because a lot of people buy Jags and they're really small, but it sucks because they're such slow growing until they hit like that 6-inch mark, and then they just explode in growth like it's crazy. Matt Joyce, shout out to you. My Jag killed my Oscar. I feel like Jaguar Cichlids are either super mopey like Oscar fish, or they're just crazy like dovii. Like that's just the Parachromis inside them, I feel like. And my 2 males, super dopey. They get beat up all the time in my tanks, and I've never had a problem with the Jags in the past either. Ugh, I'm just burping up everything. All right, I found this list here. The top 10 freshwater predator fish. Number 10 is the pike cichlid. I find that pretty cool. There's also dwarf pike cichlids, so they grow to sizes ranging as small as 5 inches to 22 inches. And you know, the name pike cichlid, like I said in my pike cichlid video, is very kind of misleading because there are tons of different types of pike cichlids. Like the Venezuelan pikes are crazy. All right, bichers is number 9. I personally think I've had a lot of issues with bichers killing tank mates because they just get like bored, and I think fish go to the bottom of the substrate a lot of times to sleep at night, and that's when the bicher gets them. Number 8 is freshwater stingrays. I wouldn't have thought that the stingrays would be on the list, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. Number 7 is the jag cichlid. Number 6 is the wolf cichlid, aka the dovii. Number 5 is the peacock bass. Yeah, the peacock bass is a crazy predator. I would put the peacock bass as like number 2. Amazon catfish under 2 feet. Number 3 is piranhas. Number 2 snakehead. Number 1 is the wolffish. The wolffish is a fish I haven't done a lot of videos on, and I need to dive into that. All right, let's hit up the chat here. How long does it take to grow Jaguar? You read that? Thoughts on severum keeping. Best to keep one kind can go. You can keep all the severums together. There's tons of kinds. Just get whatever you can get your hands on. That's what I usually do. There's the red spotted severum is probably my favorite, in my personal opinion. But the green severum, when they hit adulthood, they just explode in colors. Like, they look kind of dull as juveniles, but once they get bigger, bah. Thoughts on the Pictus catfish? Off topic. Man, I have a video on Pictus cats you can check out. They're somewhat of a crazy catfish. Like, I personally can't stand catfish that are all over the place, and that's why I got rid of my my bicher, is because it was just crazy all over the place, and I don't keep mechanical filtration, so it destroys my tanks, and I'm just not a huge fan of them, and the Pictus cat is like that. Must be testosterone, you're my inspiration, bro. Dude, I'm just a fish keeper, like just throwing up a camera and having fun, so anybody can do this. Once I bought chocolate cichlid to put with my Jag and Oscar, and he didn't last, he was dead the second day. Yeah, that probably wasn't a great idea, no offense, but they're not on the same aggression level, sort of say. Bichers are so personal when larger. Yes, they sure are, Michael Johnson. After watching your video on firemouth cichlids, I had to buy a pair. I threw in a couple reticulated hillstrom loaches because they're awesome. Heck yeah, dude, loaches are cool. And firemouths, close to my heart. Close to my heart. I have bred thousands of them, and I give them away locally because I just love them. What about the black nasty? I am still editing a video right now on the black nasty. It's a sweet fish, and I want to get some cool footage because that fish, I actually reached out to Andy Woods. I'm sure some of you guys have seen some of his videos on his black nasty breeding pair, and he just won't get back to me, and I keep giving it more time, and it's just sitting there in the editing process, so it kind of sucks. My next tank will be a predator tank, Jackie. Jackie, I thought you've had predators for a long time. Like, you've had Oscars and yeah. Catfish versus goldfish. Let's catch up on the chat. What would win between a wolffish and a snakehead? Isn't the wolffish in the same genus as the snakehead? I want to look this up. No, they are not. You know, the wolffish, people keep telling me about it, and it seems like a lot of people aren't keeping them as in tanks. Like, it's kind of rare. I think maybe snakeheads are illegal here in the US, and I would kill to have one. Like, I've reached out to like a dozen fish stores, and they're like, hey man, everybody asks this, I can't get my hands on them. Like, you want us to break the law for you, Chris? And I'm like, yeah, pretty much, get me one, you know? God dang it, there goes the lights in the back. Here, one sec, guys. I gotta hit these lights. Super annoying. Alright, let's... Yo, this is Stefan from the Oscar Facebook page. My 3 albino Oscars are growing crazy fast, feeding on the feeding suggestion you sent me. Thanks, man. Heck yeah. Jaguars and Oscars make great tank mates. Yes, very great tank mates, Alberto. Chris Gordon says, if you could do it for me. If I could do what? Here, I need to read up. What would win between a wolffish and a snakehead? You should one day do a video on them. Any info on the true parrot cichlid? I would love, I've been waiting for footage. That is another video I've been waiting. It's sitting in my editing process. And I actually reached out to Julie Tran to try to get me some sweet footage, because if you guys are in that niche, she gets her hands in crazy fish every single day, importing and stuff. And you know, I don't like to make videos without cool footage. That's what sucks, because I love the cool footage and it takes me time to get it. And it sucks, it's a battle. You need to see my Jag, she is beautiful. I'm doing a Fish Talk Friday on the Jaguar Cichlid, Michigan Aquatics. Yeah, I'll check that out. I'm gonna search your channel right now, Michigan Aquatics. And I'll subscribe so I don't miss it. Because I have notifications set on my YouTube, so. How long could I keep my 12-inch Oscar with a 4 to 5-inch Jag? I think you'll be okay, but you need to make sure you have enough hiding spots. I say this in every single video, because if the fish doesn't have enough hiding spots, and I would start with very low lighting, I would introduce that fish and maybe for the first 2 weeks have no lights, because if a fish can't, you know, it just helps, like, because tanks get light from the room essentially, and I've had great luck doing that. Otter Creek Aquatics, what's up, guys? What's up, bro? Jamie, thank you. I find it. Snakehead versus wolffish. Yeah, guys, I want to thank you for the suggestions on the scary movies last night. I need some more for tonight, because my wife said she found this new TV show, and I'm a little worried, to be completely honest with you, because whenever she says that, it amounts to me spending hours watching some stupid TV show that she found. Shout out to my wife, I love you. She doesn't watch my videos, so we don't have to worry about it. Can you keep pike cichlids with peacocks? Peacock bass? Man, peacock bass, like, you have to watch what you keep with those things, because they're just insane. Like, I think maybe you asked about peacocks in the last vid. My uncle had a red devil and he sold it because he was scared a small kid would get bit or hurt because of how aggressive. Yeah, Midas are really popular for just being absolutely just off the walls crazy. And none of my Midas are like full adulthood. See if you can see up there. None of them have reached that like crazy like peak growth, but I've heard once they hit it, like you essentially need to beware. You know what I'm saying? I'm rescuing a red devil cichlid tomorrow. Red devils are such cool fish. Like, man, even PetSmart is selling red devils, and I think that's why they're growing in popularity, is because people see them at PetSmart and they're like, wow, this is the only cool cichlid you have right now, except Jack Dempsey's or Oscars maybe, but they've had those forever. So they at least locally, they just started carrying red devils. That's kind of a new thing. And Severums, they went back to Severums, so that's really cool. I actually had someone drop off a Severum from PetSmart that was too aggressive. It's weird because a fish can be overly aggressive in one tank, and I put them in a community tank and you have zero issues, and it's so odd. Like they act differently in different scenarios, like everyone else does, humans, animals, etc. When I get a red devil, do you think I should get one or more with my Oscar and Jag? I have two in my predator tank right now, And what kind of sucks is he started real small, and he doesn't get probably enough food, but he's getting by. And I threw in a bunch. I had so much green Texas cichlids, so many of them, that I actually threw a bunch of them in there too. And there's like 5 of them left that are constantly just surviving. And I thought they were going to be feeders. Don't judge me, but I just had too many fish, and it just had to happen. And most of them have survived, funny enough. Like a green Texas cichlid this big is surviving in that predator tank. That shows you how crazy, like, I mean, they're surviving. It's nuts. They have 20 red devils in a 10-gallon. They're selling for 10 each. Yeah, I mean, a lot of fish stores keep a lot of fish in tanks. I'll probably be doing the same thing. So, can I keep Jack Dempsey or green terror with king kong belly parrots? It all depends the sizes, but if you get them as juveniles and grow them up, that's going to help. Enough hiding spaces, get a big enough tank to where they can hide and just flourish. I want a 100-gallon long fish tank. I'm going to pick koi and goldfish in my tank. Heck yeah, brother. I don't know what the 100-gallon long is though. Maybe you're thinking of the 125, the 6-foot one. That's one of the common sizes. Can you explain again why? Can you explain why what they normally have labeled as green terrors aren't really? I remember you saying something. Here, let me reread this. That's confusing to me. And I'm getting so many messages right now, like my computer is ready to blow up. Alright, let's get this chat here. Can you explain? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, green terrors are commonly mixed up with gold soms, they're called, and it's pretty much the same fish, but people want to be like Nazis about it, and they're like, oh, it's not a true green terror, and it's been an issue in this industry for a decade. If you come to Michigan, you got the pets. It's awesome. At what point do juvenile Oscar fish hit a growth spurt? I'm currently at 3 inches. Keep feeding. I have some videos, Tyler, on... I gotta quit scratching my neck. I have some videos on feeding these fish appropriately, like my schedule, and it's pellets, like Hikari, or else there's a mixture of like large cichlid. It's called the Gourmet Mix on Amazon. And it's like 10 of the most popular brands mixed into one food. It's my favorite food, and it even has like dried krill in there. It's an amazing fish, and you can just buy it on Amazon, shipped to your door. Feed that mixed with cut up tilapia, any type of whitefish you can get at your grocery store essentially. Cut it up, feed that twice a week, small enough pieces to where the fish doesn't have to struggle to eat it essentially. And that mixed with clean water and enough room to grow, and the thing's gonna explode in growth. It's not uncommon for an Oscar to grow to a foot long, 11 inch, 10 to 12 inches in a year. So if that lets you know. I had to put my 10-inch red devil in a 29 bigger tank. You terrorized my smaller Oscar. Yeah, a lot of people reach out to me and saying, hey, these fish are killing each other essentially, and it's because you don't have enough fish. I talk about this in every video, but those 3 variables I talk about are huge. And if you just have 1, 2, or 3 fish, or two or three fish, they have the time to sit there and pick on each other. It's like siblings. But if there's like 10 fish in there, granted you need a tank to be able to hold up with it. Is my cam getting boggy? I think it is. If you want your cichlids to grow fast, just power feed them 3 to 4 times a day and crank up the temperature and do massive water changes. I highly agree. That is pinpoint, Michael Johnson. All right, guys, my wife keeps texting me. I'm gonna wrap this up, but I'm probably gonna do another live stream tomorrow. And my camera is putzing out anyway. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Feel free to message me, comment on this video. I reply to all comments. All right, guys, I'm heading out.